Perez. Tanggalin natin itong background natin. Hello guys. I hope you can hear me really well. We're using a different mic. So first time ko gagamitin itong mic na to. Sana the audio is good enough for everybody. Pero if you're experiencing any issues with audio, please let me know. I won't be able to know if you're hearing me well unless you tell me. So please let me know. Give me feedback. Can you hear me really well? Can you hear me well, actually? Can you hear me? Narinig niyo ba ako? Okay. So, Amabel Fowler, hello. Good evening to you. So please send us your comments today. Today we have a wonderful show for you guys. So in this podcast, we are going to be talking with a life coach. So maybe you're already familiar on what coaching is. We've been doing this for quite some time. Pero this is actually the first time then that I'm actually going to be talking, okay, with a life coach. I'm not really sure kung ano ba yun isang life coach, pero that's what's going to happen today. We invited Coach Ellen Perez today. Tapos we're going to be talking about the difference and the similarities between coaching dogs and coaching humans at the same time. I'm also human, so ano ba yung mga kailangan gawin na intervention kung kailangan man para sa isang tao, diba? So maybe some sort of addiction. Paano ba sinasolve ito? And then at the same time, how do we relate that to dog coaching as well? So we are getting feedback from Amabel Fowler. Thank you for giving us feedback. Again, hindi ko malalaman kung narinig nyo ako o kung distorted o malabo yung boses ko unless you tell me. All right? Tapos please do share this video, okay, for everybody who you think will be interested. Kami naniniwala kami that we don't want to convince people with our worldview, pero we are actually looking for those people who share the same point of view with us, and then try to talk about it para magkaroon ng kalinawan. Napansin ko today, it's pang ilang araw na ba ngayon? Diba? Pang ilang araw ba ngayon? Alam niyo ba kung ilang araw na tayo naka-quarantine? So, each day medyo nagkakaroon na ng added frustration. No? Lalo na kung kagaya ko, hindi ako sanay na nandito lang sa bahay. I'm usually out training dogs, meeting people, and going from one place to the other. And now, sabi nga, now we know how it feels like to be a dog. Okay? Kasi nandito tayo sa ng bahay, we're waiting for something to eat. No? Kating-kating na tayong lumabas. If your dogs are excited to go out for a car ride, nako, ganun din ako. No? I miss driving and I love driving around. So this is going to be really interesting. I hope you enjoy the day. Okay, so I think we have Coach Al online already. Pero bago natin siya on cam, I'd like to read muna quick feedback on who is this life coach. Okay, so here she is. Coach Ellen Perez is an advocate of mental wellness and alopecia Philippines. So mamaya tatanungin natin, ano ba yung mental wellness na to? Tsaka ano ba itong alopecia na to? No? So these are new words even for me. All right, so Coach Al, Ellen Perez is also the Vice President of Alopecia Philippines. She is a certified international life coach by Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs based in Dallas, Texas, USA. She is currently a member of W.H.Y Genius Coaching Group and a resource speaker for ABS-CBN Channel 2, specifically the TV program Magandang Buhay. She currently handles virtual coaching via her FB page at facebook.com/Ellen Life Coach. So without further ado, let's talk to Coach Ellen.
Hi!
Hi, Coach Ellen. Magandang gabi.
Good evening. Good evening sa'yo,
Magandang
Coach
buhay
Francis.
sa'yo.
Magandang buhay din sa'yo, Coach. And to our audience, our fur lovers, ayan, mga dog lovers, pet owners, good evening. Blessed Sunday to everyone. This is a very interesting collaboration, understanding the behavior and knowing dog coaching and life coaching. Ayan. Good evening. Thank you. Good to see you, Coach.
All right, you too. So, kumusta? How is quarantine life for you so far?
So far, I would say I'm grateful. We cannot say that, everything is normal, but I am grateful because, we are in a situation that we have time for ourselves, for our family, for God, for ourselves, and for our pets. Di ba? Yung mga na-break yung the usual routine na ginagawa natin, na-break. And I think there's a purpose or reason for that, to reflect, meditate, to refuel, or pwede rin to reborn, and pwede rin namang reassess our lives, both mentally, spiritually, or physically, di ba?
True. Right now, yung lagi nating palusot na wala akong oras, well, now it's complete opposite. Parang sobrang daming oras na nasa bahay.
Exactly. Diba? Talagang wala nang reason para hindi makapag-exercise or alagaan ng pets. Di ba? Right. Alagaan ng pets, makapaglaro o mag-general cleaning. Talagang meron ka ng oras talaga ngayon. Talagang, this is yung sinasabi nating smart goaling, yung paggawa ng smart goals. Talagang ma-apply mo yan kasi everything is calendar, schedule. There are people who are still adjusting, working from home now. Pero syempre, di ba, you're at home, I mean, di ba, you're working basically in your laptop, pero you're still in one area. So talagang, bababa, kung meron kang second floor, bababa ka para kumuha ng food mo. Pero kung nasa one ground ka lang or one area, everything is there. So, I mean, Talagang may time na sa lahat. Pati
Right.
paglaba, pati pag household chores. Good evening. I
All
think we
right.
have Amabel. Good evening. Hello.
Yes.
Ayan. Hopefully we have friends and dog lovers out there who will watch us, and we'll have a very good discussion.
Right.
Or
Para sa mga ano
conversation. Ayan.
Right, right. Para sa mga hindi nakakilala din kay Coach Al Ellen. Ano bang tawag sa'yo? Coach Al? How do we call you? Coach Ellen? Ano ba?
I'm okay with any, Coach Ellen or Coach Al.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. I'm comfortable, Coach Ellen. I'm also comfortable with Coach Al. So okay, kahit ano.
All right,
Ow,
all right.
Dogs bark, di ba?
Okay, pasok na pasok yun. Okay.
Kaya, di ba?
Yeah, so sa mga hindi pa na ano din, hindi rin masyado familiar, si Coach Ellen ay kung hindi niyo siguro namumukhaan, pero may pagkakahawag ito kay Chang Ami, ano? So, so trivia ito, no? So, sabihin mo na lang, ibuo mo na lang, kaano-ano mo si Chang Ami?
She's my sister. She's my elder sister.
Yeah,
Ate ko siya.
elder sister pala. Ate niya pala si Chang Ami. So,
kamukha ba?
meron naman.
Medyo.
Oo,
Yeah, medyo. Yeah.
All right. So today,
Alright.
ang topic natin ngayon, Coach Ellen, is bridging the gap between dog and human behavior. Okay?
Yes.
So, unang-una kasi, most of the viewers siguro na nanonood sa atin ngayon medyo familiar on what dog coaching is. Basically, siguro sa dog coaching kasi we are training dogs, no? Tapos, we're also training the humans at the same time. Parang it goes hand in hand. Hindi pwedeng puro human lang, hindi rin pwedeng puro dog. So, it's really about coaching a team, di ba? So, about life coaching. Ano ba yung life coaching? Maybe you can give us a little bit of introduction on what life coaching is.
Sasabihin ko sana sa'yo, Coach, kanina nagulat ako. Talaga pala, pero magkasama. Tsaka sabihin ko, Coach, hindi pa ako masyadong aware. Honestly, dati, di ba, when I told you, pag narinig kong dog coach, iniisip ko talaga nagtuturo ng mga tricks, pang party, gano'n. I never thought really of it could be something deeper than that, the behavior and also teaching the owner. So going back to your question, actually life coaching is self-realization, self-actualization. It is also correcting developmental learning about breakthroughs, focus on possibilities, and competence. Actually, life coaching is not therapy or it's not also counseling. Medyo dyan ako confuse yung mga iba eh. And medyo ang gusto ko rin take chance to or take time i-correct for our viewers who are dog lovers out there and others who are watching us. Kadalasan, ang maling stigma is pag sinabing life coaching, naku, nababaliw yan. O kaya, may tama yan.
Right,
o kaya,
right.
kaya nagpapa-coach daw, ganyan, kasi nababaliw, merong anxiety, may depression. No,
sasabihin na, addict yan eh, addict.
Okay, addict, kagad, ganun. Kagad, di ba? May ganun kagad. So, it's just like, on a layman terms, or simpler perspective, if there's a coach for dog to train the dog properly on behavior or behavior and pwedeng mga activities niya, ganyan. Same thing like if, for example, a person wants to excel in badminton, in swimming, there's a coach, right? There's a specific coach. If you want to go yoga or Zumba, you look for a Zumba instructor, Zumba expert, Zumba or yoga coach who will, who have studied it and mastered it and who can help you. And same thing with life coaching. I mean, this is about your life. Wouldn't you want to excel on it, transform to the best or greater version of yourself, and fine-tune it in a way that you will be able to accept your flaws, understand your flaws, and convert it to a strength that eventually you will have breakthroughs and possibilities of doing the things that you want to do. And,
Okay.
being significant, not just to yourself, to your family, to the community as well.
Good, good,
Yun.
good. All right.
Ganon siya.
So yung mga you as a life coach, ano yung mga common issues siguro? Yung mga mahihirap na issues na parang sinasangguni sa'yo, di ba? Sa akin, out of the bat, sasabihin ko na, ito yung mga meron dog aggression, no? Yung mga nangangagat na. Pero usually, pag nakikilala namin yung aso, once we assess the dog, most of them are not because that they are aggressive, pero it's completely the other way around. No? Upon assessment, nakikilala namin yung aso, and then pati yung family, pag nakuha na namin yung feedback, we then found out na yung aso pala, hindi naman pala talaga siya galit sa mundo. Rather, the dog is fearful, which then causes the dog to react negatively. Kaya siya nangagat kasi takot siya talaga. Hindi naman siya dahil sa nababaliw na siya, gusto niya na lang sumugod, no? Pero it's because of fear. At least ganun yun dun sa dog. So in life coaching, ano naman yun mga may hirap na kaso siguro na hinahawakan mo? Sa palagay mo, it can be challenging, and then some of the things that you probably have resolved already.
Well, there are cases or issues of financial, not because that the client doesn't have, but the client got overwhelmed working overseas and wasn't able to manage prioritizing needs over wants, and the results siya sa nabaon sa utang, tapos naloko, wrong set of friends, wrong set of relationship, tapos na-overwhelmed dun sa dating nung pera working overseas, na mismanage, na bankrupt. So there, I have like that. There are those naman also. Basically, I my platform is mental wellness, but if they have clients who are like that, of course I will help and assist. I have also most of the young generation now in terms of, because alam mo yan, Coach Francis, ibang-iba yung panahon natin, yung era natin, ang multitasking natin
Right.
Multitasking natin up to number 20, and we can manage to inhale and exhale and do it. But because now environment is very difficult, environment is very very critical, because as if you are magnified and mirror. So the pressure is there. So even if like that you can manage these things mentally and emotionally, it seems like you are floating and you are overwhelmed because too many things are coming along your way and you cannot manage it. You cannot prioritize which one to go, which one to follow, which one to direct as something that is important to you. And you are very vulnerable also to different exposure, because everything is there in a snap of a finger. So kadalasan, ayan, yung mga concern or issue sa pag yun nga, na anxiety o nadidepress, kasi madali siyang nakakakita ng pwede niya mapagkumparahan na buhay.
Okay.
Sige. Something like that.
All right. So meron akong specific na tanong dyan. No? Pero I'd like to give a shout out muna with some of the people who just joined us. Oliver Incomio, hello. Thank you for watching today. Gil Garasi and Diana Rose Chua just started watching us. Thank you so much for logging in and watching the FB Live. So if you have any questions for me or for Coach Out, please send in your comments, okay? And we'll make sure that we read them on air and also answer your questions. All right? So my question is, sinabi mo yun dun sa financial issues, di ba? Minsan mga people, they lose their way. Tama? Okay. So, yung mga ganito, anong age group ng mga pinag-uusapan natin dito? Kasi if I'm gonna be relating that to dogs, no? tinatanong ko, Coach, anong month o ilang taon pwedeng i-train ng isang aso? Sa dogs, it's really around as soon as na bata yung aso. Typically around 1 month, 2 months pwede na magsimula. Tapos until 6 months, I think mga critical stages para ma-form yung behavior ng aso. Tapos, pagdating nila ng teenage years, eto na. Lumalabas na yung mga natural tendencies ng aso. Kung Doberman to, kung German Shepherd yan, or Belgian Malinois, even Rottweilers, at hindi mo na-form ng aga, meron ng tendency na mangangagat na yan until they get older, no? So, tapos I get to train dogs as old as 8. Pero anywhere beyond that, minsan hesitant na ako kasi baka meron ng heart condition, baka meron ng ibang medical condition yung dog, no? So, which is hindering the progress. Pero pwede pang i-train, no? So, sa kaso mo naman, with the cases, siguro yung para mas specific tayo, dun sa pinakahuling kaso na hinahawakan mo, ano ba yung mga typical age group nito? Tsaka yung mga per age group ba? Nagkakapare-parehas o nagkakaiba-iba yung mga problema? Coach Ellen.
Thank you. Coach, sa with my experience, normally so far, with my experience, I have one client who's in the age bracket of 30s to 40s, late 30s, early 40s. This is the one for work, financial wellness, those things. Pero more on the mental wellness, anxiety, it is on the range of 18 to late 18 to 30s. So I have clients that I have handled or experienced 18 difficulties in going to school, cannot understand the bullying, cannot accept all those problems, or the harsh words, and also those harsh comments of people or the surroundings, sa mga kaklase, ganyan, o kamag-anak o kaibigan. So more on anxiety and mental wellness are on the bracket of 18 to, I would say, early 30s.
Okay. All right.
I have most of that.
All right.
And other coaches, I think.
Yung kasi lagi akong tinatanong, no, when it comes to dog training, there's two school of thought kasi sa dog training. Okay? So, i-generalize ko na lang yan kasi dalawa lang naman. The first school of thought is you use positive reinforcement lang. Bawal pagalitan yung aso.
Tatanong ko nga sana sa iyo yun what are the methods in doing or in coaching dogs? So positive reinforcement.
Well, sa dog training, at least siguro dito magkakaparehas tayo ng kaunti. Kasi we use yung LIMA method na tinatawag namin, or yung least invasive aversive methods, no? Parang ayaw mong pagalitan or saktan yung aso as much as possible. Kaya nga force-free. Okay? Pero sinusunod natin yung behaviorism from B.F. Skinner. Okay? B.F. Skinner is a professor in Harvard who did the rat in a box experiment. No? Pero ang original nito talaga is si Pavlov, wherein si Pavlov's dog, yung aso ni Pavlov, is pag pinakitaan niya ng pagkain, naglalaway. So ang ginawa niya, paano pa nag-ring? Naglalaway ba yung aso? Nag-ring ako ng bell, naglalaway ba yung aso? Hindi. What if, pag nag-ring ako ng bell, tapos ako pinakita yung pagkain, nakita niya naglalaway yung aso. Pero, paulit-ulit yon hanggang nagre-ring siya at hindi niya pa pinapakita yon. Hello? Yeah. Narinig ba ako? Ayan.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So, kahit na mag-ring nagre-ring na ng bell si Pablo at hindi pa nakikita yung pagkain, naglalaway na kasi na-anticipate na yung reward, no? So, gumagamit talaga tayo ng positive reinforcement, actually 4 quadrants, pati yung positive punishment. Pero again, ang kinaibahan lang siguro kasi, I won't go into the details of that, no? Pero ang kaibahan lang talaga is, as much as possible, dapat hindi mo papagalitan muna yung aso hanggat hindi nila naiintindihan. It's unfair for a dog na parang tuturuan mo siyang umupo, tapos papaluin mo ng papaluin. O kaya tuturuan mo siya kung saan siya iihi, pero hindi niya pa alam. Kaya siya ihi ng ihi kung saan-saan kasi hindi niya alam kung saan siya iihi at papaluin mo daw ito ng dyaryo sa mukha. So lalo siyang nalilito. Oo, ganun kasi yung mga comment. No? Kunwari, nangangagat yung aso. Parang nagpapa-puppy nipping yung tinatawag nga. Pampasin mo daw ng nirol yung newspaper sa mukha. So that's unfair kasi hindi naman naiintindihan ng aso kung ano yung rules. So kailangan mo munang ituro to in a positive way. And then yung punishment, it comes a little bit later. Sabi pa nga if you train the dog really well, then maybe you don't have to punish the dog. Diba? So ganun yung techniques na ginagamit dito. Hindi kami naniniwala, at least in the school of thought na sinusunod ko, is we use the least aversive methods as much as possible. Pero yung kabilang side naman, ito na yung medyo punitive ng kaunti yung approach, no? Kasi parang naniniwala sila na yung aso nanggaling sa wolf, which is nanggaling naman talaga. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na yung wolf at saka dog parehas. No? The same way we won't compare the life of a human with a bonobo or with a chimpanzee kasi magkaiba, no? So yun yung positive talaga yung main, pero hindi ibig sabihin hindi kami gumagamit ng punishment. Kasi pag sinita mo lang yung aso, hoy! Wag yan! Wag mong ngat-ngatin yan. That itself is already punishment. You agree, Coach Ellen?
Yes.
Alright, so sa ano naman, sa kids, kunwari, kailangan ba paluin natin yung kids para matuto? Kunwari, yung bata, natutunan niya ng manigarilyo kasi nakikita niyo sa magulang, naninigarilyo din. So, papaluin mo yung bata, huwag kang manigarilyo. Tama ba yun? Or meron ba? Ano bang intervention na ginagawa natin?
Well, actually, in life coaching, I think, we are the same in that aspect. Na in term, you don't really give punishment, or you don't judge. Actually, for life coaching, we use it as there's no judgment. Number one, there is really intentional. It has to be intentional. Meron kasing lalapit na, coach, tulungan niyo po itong isang kakilala ko po, ganito yung sitwasyon, ganyan. So, okay, maganda naman yung intent niya, then gusto niyo matulungan yung isang taong kakilala. No? I will talk to the coachee or to the client, prospective client, and figure out if intentional, she or he wants it. Kasi kailangan gusto ng puso mo, gusto mo mabago, gusto mo matuto, gusto mo mapuntahan yung tamang path, yung gap na between the things that you are not fulfilling to yourself and going to the right direction, mag-breach through the coach. So dapat intentional, and at the same time, we have also a care model that we call as a tool in coaching. That care model is basically, helping the coachee or the client create a vision, awareness in terms of his strength and her weaknesses as well, and then reflection, establishing a commitment. Diyan lalo kami pumapasok because we want you to obtain your goal, so you commit with your goal, and we make sure that we make it happen. Hindi lang siya yung hindi lang siya yung basta, all right, this is my goal. All right, so what is it for us to do for us to be able to reach that? Let's say stop smoking. Okay, ano yung mga pwede mong gawin para makapag-stop smoking ka? Simple, parang titignan mo siyang simple, pero most of the time, I don't know, with coaching dog, kasi minsan lalapit, ang kadalasan na experience namin in life coaching, sasabihin ng tao, kilalang kilala nila yung sarili nila, alam na alam nila yung sarili nila. But if you ask the person, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How do you see yourself in the next 3 years? 3 months?
Okay, so gusto ko to.
Hindi sila makasagot. So doon kami ngayon nag-start ngayon.
So gusto ko itong Coach Al.
Go ahead.
Coach Allen, ito. So gusto ko yung sinabi mong coaching is intentional. No? So maybe that is something na parang I need to understand then, or parang I can relate to, no? Kasi para mabago mo yun isang behavior, hindi lang din naman sa tao, di ba? Even with your dog, no? Kailangan meron din intent yung tao na tulungan yung sarili niyang aso. And then the same time, hindi mo pwedeng pwersahin yung aso na, wag ka na mangagat, di ba? So kailangan magkaroon ng understanding dun sa dog na, sige, hindi na ako kakagat, no? Kasi hindi naman pala nakakatakot tong taong to, hindi naman pala ako sasaktan ng taong to. So I don't need to feel threatened. So hindi ko kailangan kumagat, no? So gusto ko yung sinabi mo, Coach Ao, na coaching is intentional. Tapos sinabi mo, nabanggit mo, no? Meron care. Sa dog training, meron din kaming tinatawag na care dyan. Ang ibig sabihin ng care is C, counter conditioning. A, end. Tapos yung R, positive reinforcement yan. Tapos E is essential. So ibig sabihin, when we are training dogs na nangangagat, again, hindi namin tinatabing yung aso nangangagat, kailangan aggression na kagad. We call them reactive. Ibig sabihin, nagre-react sila sa situation. So, ang kailangan doon is counter-conditioning and positive reinforcement are essential for reactive dogs. Essential yan. Hindi mo pwedeng dadaanin yan sa takot. Diba? So, the same way na siguro with what's going on now with our society, I'm not sure. I'm not an expert with social studies or kung paano man yun, paano mo mapapasunod yung tao, no? Pero kung punitive yung dating ng pagre-restrict, parang walang mangyayari, meron pa rin lalabas. Dapat yung tao mismo, the society itself, the Filipinos and all the people around the world need to decide na parang, yes, we're making a decision to stay inside and not go out. Tama ba, Coach Ellen?
Yes, exactly. Hindi naman kailangan everyday labas at bili ng kung ano-ano, di ba? I mean, it's very simple, straightforward, stay home.
Right. So yun that's ano ba yun? Kailangan kusa, yung pagbabago. Ganun ba yung nangyayari doon sa mga kliyente mo, sa mga tinutulungan mo na
Yes. Whether it's a paid forward or a client, it has to be intentional. Meaning, because lagi ko itong sinasabi, Coach Francis, my business or my profession is about helping you improve your life. So if you will not cooperate or you will not do something about it, I'm okay and willing to, cut the check, return the check, not sign the contract if it's a client or if it's a paid forward also. It's all right na, di ba, hindi kita matulungan because it has to be you that has to move. We are helping you in a sense that we fine-tune you or we are not fixer. We're not there to help you solve the problem. As a coach, I'm available to help the client expand the world of possibilities for how that person can solve the problem and guide that person to be able to attain his or her objective. So pag hindi naman din makikikooperate, sige, okay lang, wag na. Kasi I don't want to put into question my profession as well. Kasi di ba, it has to be tulungan. I heard you also kanina, Coach, di ba, parang sinasabi mo rin, di ba, with dog coaching, tulungan kayo ng may-ari ng dog. Tama?
True. Hindi pwedeng ako lang. Kasi pag bumalik na yung aso, the dog stays with the pet parent. Hindi naman sa akin yung aso, di ba? We are just, siguro, makaka-relate tayo dito, Coach Ellen, we are just, mga tools lang siguro tayo or parang we are just the catalyst for change. Tama ba?
Exactly.
Coach Ellen, meron tayong question from Hil Garasi. Ako na magbabasa at this question is, directed to you. So ako magbabasa and pakisagot na lang. So Gil Garasi says, "Hi Coach Al, in life coaching, will client confidentiality apply as well, just like in other mental health professions or
Definitely.
professionals?"
Definitely. That's why that is very that's one of the guidelines in the contract, confidentiality. That's the reason why, like if for example, even I'm being asked or I'm in a webinar, sometimes most of the time, ang sinasabi ko, client or as what I have experienced or what I have known, never that I have mentioned their names or anything as such, or really that's very important. The
Mm-hmm.
trust between the client and the coach, yeah, coachee or the client, yeah, the trust, and of course, the commitment na talagang, confidentiality is being applied. Parang alam ko na saan patutungo yun. Meron kasi nakaraang di bang nagsalitang coach. Kinuwento
Meron
natin
ba?
nag-usap.
Hindi ko ata alam yan. Parang, maybe you can tell that to me after
Private.
the FB Live. Privately, hindi, biro lang kasi confidentiality nga. Anyway, so,
Pero siniwalat na nga niya eh.
talaga? Is it out already? Kung public knowledge naman na, siguro pwedeng pabulong naman din sa akin. Di ba? Okay. Sige. So, going forward,
Thank you, Neil, for your question. I hope I was able to answer it. Yes,
yeah.
indeed. And indeed, it is.
Thank you, Hill. We have Noel Marie Clarice, who also joined us with our FB live. Thank you so much for joining. Shout out to you. I hope you're well. So going forward, we're going to talk about W.H.Y. COVID-19 or why COVID-19. Coach Ao, take it away. What is that?
Yes. O, sige, ikaw muna. Dahil I can also ask you questions, di ba?
Of course.
Yeah,
Kwentuhan lang
why
naman tayo lang naman dalawa Tayo yung mga nanonood.
Hello everyone, magandang gabi po ulit. So ayan, with what's going on right now, COVID-19, ayan, we are on quarantine. So coach and I, a little bit uh going to talking about also on what's currently going on. But of course we wanted to be light and on a good vibes and happy mode as well because syempre we have our pets to take care as well, and at the same time they are source of our joy every day. Ayan. So yan, going back, coach, what
Yeah.
is your situation now so that we can answer yung ating one of our why COVID-19,
Yeah.
diba?
No,
So
so
what is the why with why COVID-19? Let's answer the what is your situation. So ikaw muna.
yung ba yung W? Yung what is your situation? Yun, okay.
Yes.
So siguro ako, it's very stressful, no? So just when you thought na stressful na nagtatrabaho, lumalabas, going into traffic, then I realize pala, minsan namimiss mo na lang yung normal na buhay natin na traffic sa Metro Manila, no? Ang hirap palang kung nasanay ka na sa ganung klaseng lifestyle, ang hirap palang pumirmi sa bahay. So yun, pinopromote natin at sinasabi ng lahat din na let's stay at home. It's not really easy to do, no? Unless nasanay ka na talaga sa ganung klaseng lifestyle. Pero para sa mga estudyante, sa mga nagtatrabaho, katulad natin, for the workforce that we have, this is something that's very hard to do and it's very stressful. So situation ngayon, at least for me personally, we're hanging on. We're doing really well. Pero yung mga napansin ko, meron kasi mga fake news na ang daming kumakalat na fake news about COVID-19 na meron daw infected sa isang lugar, huwag lalabas, or minsan yung mga restrictions doon sa village itself na taliwas doon sa inaatas ng IATF or ng DILG. So ang dami kasi mga fake news, ang daming mga stress at tension parang iipon, which is kung relate ko sa aso, ito rin yung nararamdaman ng mga aso natin pag iniiwan natin sila sa condo. ng 8 oras hanggang 15 hours in a day tapos walang ginagawa. Parang yun, ramdam na ramdam ko na kung ano nararamdaman din ng mga aso ko. So, yun siguro yung side ko, no?
Pero coach, quick question na din. So, if napapasa ba yun? I mean, napapasa sa dog yun? Nararamdaman nila yun? Kunyari, ganun, stress ka, napapasa?
Yes, oo. Napapasa, pero dogs kasi they have a certain way of just really accepting it. And then tapos, okay na. Kakalimutan na nila yon. Pero syempre, meron din threshold yan. Depende yan dun sa dog. Ang maganda lang talaga, if you are a pet lover and you have a dog, sabi nga parang laging meron bata sa bahay. Laging kahit papaano, nagbibigay ng buhay. No? Nagbibigay ng magandang perspective. Because dogs are really like that. They're forever innocent, and maybe that's also what's helping me keep sane during these trying times, no? Para ganun din siguro, no, sa mga nanonood ng FB live natin. Please comment, ganun din ba kayo? Nararamdaman nyo rin ba na nakakatulong na meron kayong mga aso? So shout out to Artus Matsila, JC Guelfas, Mikey Padua, and Ralph James Lorenzo. They just joined watching our FB live. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Good evening.
All right.
Good evening. So ako naman, actually, nagusto ko yung sinabi mo yun pero kanina parang nung binanggit mo yung yung iniiwan sa condo, ganyan, na-guilty akong bigla. Di ba? Dati, sa condo ko. That's why I brought my dog and sa'yo din, di ba? Kasi iniiwan ko rin sa condo, di ba? So going back, why? COVID-19. So, what is your situation? So for me, quarantine, stay home, stay safe. Previously kasi, I'm also working home talaga. That's with life coaching and with events. Just thank God, recently, this past December, maraming events. But nitong nangyari rin, naapektuhan din ako in terms of work, nitong nangyari sa Tagaytay sa pag-erupt ng volcano ng Taal, because I'm an events host, also events organizer, wedding. So may mga na-moved ako, may mga na-shelf na events. But sabi ko, okay, that really happened. But importante is the client are safe, suppliers are good. So sabi ko, maybe we can reschedule it and and do it some other time. And this situation nga happened, and as a life coach, how do you manage to keep your sanity and how do you look into this kind of situation? Gusto ko yung sinabi mo kanina yung sa aso na nag-iiba yung perspective mo because parang bata and all, di ba? So that's really what we want, coach, to instill to people in dealing with this kind of situation. Responding it differently, change your perspective. Instead of thinking and asking what if, think of what I can control and ask, what is this? What is this that I can do? What is this that I can contribute? Think of what you can control, because you cannot control the problem, which is COVID-19. But you can control yourself, your action, how you think about it, how you will respond to it. So might as well think and respond proactively, change your perspective. Yun nga, baguhin mo yung pananaw mo. Isipin mo na, kunyari, di ba, may mga iba, minsan hindi natin maano talaga, magrarant, magagalit, nakakainis, nandito ako sa bahay, bored ako.
Tama.
So, change your perspective. Ano ang pwede kong gawin sa bahay na hindi ako maboboard? Diba? Ano yung pwede kong maitulong sa elderly na kasama ko? Diba? So change your perspective instead of minamagnify mo yung problema. Magnify mo yung pwede mong magawa because
pwede
you are
siguro
in
akong
control.
Maglinis ng alulod ng bubong ng bahay. O kaya magtatanim na ako ng kamote o ng ano ba yung mga pwedeng tanim sa bakura.
Sa bakura.
No?
Exactly. Actually, mabanggit ko lang, Coach, with your permission. That's why I came up with hashtag sa mga followers mo, viewers mo. You can check my page since it's the start of March 15. So what I did talaga with this is parang hindi ko siya binibigyan ng seryoso, no? Pero sabi ko, naisip ko, gawa kaya ako ng mga 1-minute video every day para to encourage people. Anong pwede nilang gawin? So, on the day itself of March 15, gumawa kagad ako ng quarantine video series. Sa quarantine, feeling happy, safe, and productive. So that's my advocacy also. Because as a life coach, I wanted people to mindful, you are aware of the situation, but at the same time, you take care also of your sanity. If you need to go digital detox, DT, alam mo yun, you can half of your day turn off the phone, walang social media and all, kausapin mo yung asawa mo sa bahay, kausapin mo yung anak mo, maglaro kayo ng pets mo, and then in the afternoon, kung nag-work from home ka, nag-work ka sa umaga hanggang 5, and then nagbe-break ka and all, downtime, that's the time you check your phone, the social media, so that you will not be bombarded and you will not be overwhelmed. And you're still, on your right mindset.
Right. So madaling salita, kailangan medyo maging creative ka na lang. No? Mag-isip ka ng, gagawin. Sabi nga, di ba, nung bata ako, dun sa isang kanta is ilabas mo ng kalokohan, di ba? So, huwag ka lang gagawa ng illegal, no? So, ilabas mo yan, yung creativity mo, ilabas mo na lang, di ba? So, shout out nga pala kay AJ Bantusila. Hello, thank you for watching. Tapos, we have a comment from Ralph James Lorenzo. Sabi niya, good evening, Coach. Watching all the way from Lawag, Ilocos Norte. Kita mo, maabot tayo sa Norte.
Kamusta dyan, Ralph? Kamusta
later, this video nga pala is gonna be posted after the live video. So if you're just watching it any part of the world, you can still, if you missed it, you can still watch it. And then if you want to replay it or show it to someone else, please do. For everybody else na nanonood, please let us know where you're watching from. Tell our community kung taga saan kayo. No? Just share us. This page talaga, the Dog Coach Francis and also Coach Ellen, we want to form a good community na lang din. No? So, minsan talaga, pag ganito mga quarantine, I think this is the first talaga in modern times na kailangan ng ganitong napakalaking hakbang, no? So it's really tough. It's really tough. All right. So
doon na tayo sa ating why COVID. Ayan, next.
Right. So next is letter H na tayo, right? So yes.
How are you? Yan. How are you responding with the situation? Sabi mo, magtatanim ka na, Coach.
Oo, siguro yung nga and I've been guilty na parang hindi ako masyado nag-upload ng mga videos kasi I've been always busy with different stuff. No? So, siguro yung goal natin is to upload more videos and also go on live more often just to catch up with our community and then just reach out. No? Kwentuhan lang. And then, good vibes lang. I can say na, tao lang din, nahihirapan din kami, pero we want to reach out to you. Ano ba nararamdaman nyo? Let's talk. Di ba?
Yes, exactly.
Alright. So, situation. Ano ba yung mga, ano ba yung mga ibang creative ways na pwede nating gawin sa palagay mo from the top of your head, Coach Ellen? Wala silang magawa. Magbigay ka nga ng mga ideas siguro na sa palagay mo, masasuggest mo.
Yeah, based on sa aking ginagawa ng quarantine video series, it's a 1-minute suggestive ideas on what to do at home. So the other day I suggested to write letters to frontliners, to dahil alam naman natin ngayon hindi tayo makakalabas. Pwede mo yung take a picture, send mo sa mga kakilala. I'm pretty much sure any one of us may kakilalang doktor, nurse, may kilalang nagtatrabaho sa bangko. Halos lahat siya may mga Facebook. Pwede kang gumawa ng letter, picturean mo, isend mo sa kanila. Thank you, Kuya Guard. Nagbabantay ka sa community. Thank you, nurse. At tumutulong ka mapagaling ang mga may sakit ng COVID-19. Thank you, doctor. Those simple things. And also, you can also write letters to your to 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 your wife, children, or to anyone na kasama mo sa bahay, and to yourself as well. You know, the power of affirmation, Coach Francis, visual affirmation, that's very powerful. I'll show you what I did also the other day. This is what I did, if you can see it
Yeah.
there. So the other day, I make like flashcards lang. Yan, nakikita ba? So,
Yes.
So yan. So I wrote, I'm a child of God and a mother of three angels. Tapos nilagay ko sa headboard ko. Ganyan. So that's what I can suggest. You can
Pwede
write
bang
something.
TikTok?
Pwede rin, di ba?
Magti-TikTok na lang ako. Siguro.
Pwede. Dahil ang dami-dami na nagti-TikTok, masaya yan, di ba?
Siguro TikTok na lang na meron kinalaman doon sa fight about COVID-19. No? Sabi nga is, we are at war. No? Siguro, yung mga gumagawa din ng TikTok na parang entertaining. No?
Yes.
Siguro, you can do that. No? Well, exactly. Everybody has the right to do whatever naman.
You can also schedule bonding with your family na watch a movie, watch old movies together. Let's say you can recommend movies during your time, papanoorin mo sa anak mo, sa kasama mo sa bahay, and enjoy that moment.
Right. So same thing din siguro dun sa dogs, no? Just be creative, take photos, videos, make a short film siguro with your dogs. Just be creative. Spend time as much as possible with your family na lang and your dog, and then enjoy it. Kasi pag siguro if you're going to look forward na lang, no, once this is all done, no, and everybody is safe, isipin na lang natin what did I do, no, for the past couple of weeks. Kumain lang ba ang kumain? Nagpataba lang ba ako? Which is sometimes mahirap talagang gawin. Yun din ang ginagawa ko. Pero what have you done? What have you accomplished? No, siguro yun na lang din. Kasi baka hindi mo na magawa yan pag bumalik na tayo sa normal na buhay natin na meron ng trabaho, meron ng schedule. Tama?
And that also follow through our why. Yung why natin, responding to your action item, di ba? So what's your action item? Kagaya na mention mo, Coach, na when we go back to the normal routine of our life, when all of these things are already resolved and we have medication or treatment or vaccine, what is your action item?
So letter Y, your action item. So
yes. Yung mga viewers natin, join kayo. If you have also something to say, you have input, message us. Ayan.
Yeah.
So,
sabi ni G. Bantosila, huge fan of Coach Al and Coach Francis, all the way from Tarlac City.
Hello, JB. Thank you so much. God bless you. Kamusta kayo sa Tarlac? Ang Tarlac ba I'm sorry, hindi ako masyadong updated sa mga iba pang bagay-bagay ng na-overwhelm ako sa dami ng mga
right. Comment na lang. No?
Comment ka naman, JB. Are you in quarantine also?
Even yung kanina, yung nagtanong kanina, si Ralph na taga Ilocos Norte. No? Sabi ko nga, as soon as na pwede na magmaneho, gusto kong pumunta ng mag-drive lang papuntang norte, pa Baguio, pa Lawag, hanggang saan man, no? I just want to keep driving. No, kasi ngayon bawal maglabas ng sakyan, bawal pagala-gala sa labas. 'Di ba? We're trying to protect ourselves, our family, and our fellow Filipinos. So, napapaisip ako doon, your action item, ano ba yung mga pwedeng gawin, no? Siguro that's something na parang we are asking our viewers now, ano ba sa palagay nyo yung pwede nyong gawin? Ako, sinabi ko na, di ba? So parang try to make more videos siguro, which I've been failing to do for the past couple of weeks or months.
We missed that, Coach. Ako nga kanina, share ko lang, yung quarantine video share ko kanina, take care of your pet. Pinaliguan ko si Lucky.
Good, good.
Nagkaroon ako ng time kasi di ba minsan inaasa mo sa iba, sa pupuntang ka sa bahay, o kaya yung anak mo. So ngayon, napaliguan ko siya. So
good. Congratulations. Alam mo, I like that point. So kadalasan yung mga pet parents, dadali na lang sa groomers, okay na. Eh ngayon, walang groomers. Sarado.
Exactly.
Paliguan nyo yung pets nyo, di ba? Videohan nyo. Baka hindi nyo mapaliguan ulit yan pag naging busy na kayo. Spend time with your dog. Your dogs are loving every minute siguro na nasa bahay tayo kasi naghihintay sila ng pagkatagal-tagal bago tayo bumalik galing sa trabaho, no?
Coach, i-clarify ko lang. I'm sure baka may mga follower ka rin gustong malaman to kasi we're talking about COVID-19. Meron bang, is there any threat or any kunyari, let's say ako, a person or someone na potential or pwedeng nagkaroon, tapos, basta kunyari, let's say, yung isang nagkaroon ng COVID-19, tapos pet owner siya. Is there a possibility or a chance na mahawa ang aso? Is that happening? Is there any studies as such? Meron, you know better than us. Meron bang ganon?
Right. Good question, no? Kasi I've been asked that question a lot. Tapos meron pa mga iba na parang they're so afraid na magkaroon ng COVID-19 yung aso nila. Well, firstly, meron nagkaroon kasi ng report from Hong Kong na na-diagnose yung isang aso na Pomeranian, I guess, ng COVID-19. Tapos after 3 days nung kauwi na yung aso, the dog died. So that was very alarming for pet parents. Pero according to W.H.Y, that is just one isolated case. Tapos aside from that, yung dog, matanda na siya. No, matanda na yung Pomeranian. Tapos meron mga ibang reported cases na nahawa din yung aso, pero in general, it's isolated pa din. No? Hindi pa kaya talaga nasa level na dapat maging concern tayo. Yung strain ng COVID, kasi that's coronavirus, tama? Coronavirus kasi, meron talagang coronavirus for dogs. Highly contagious talaga to. Pero, manghinang klase yung coronavirus na meron sa dogs. So, tinanong ko to sa mga kaibigan natin na vets, no? Usually, rider lang itong coronavirus sa isang mas malalang virus, which is yung parvo. So, pag meron parvo yung isang aso, chances are meron din siyang coronavirus. So, nagiging rider lang siya. It's not really parang sobrang taas ng mortality rate niya, no? So, ang concern lang siguro natin dito is yun, because this virus, the COVID-19, nag-jump ito allegedly. No? So, ang sinasabi ng mga scientists, baka nag-jump ito, sabi nga sa bat, sabi na sa ibang hayop, sabi naman ng iba is biological weapon daw ito. So, whatever the case is, nagkakaroon to ng, baka mag-evolve. No? So, yun ang kinakatakot ng mga scientists na mag-evolve ang COVID-19 at maaaring mapasa na rin siya sa dogs. Pero as of now, wala. Tsaka, if you're just going to try to really maintain everything, no, na maging safe tayo, hindi mahahawa siguro yung pets natin. No? So, sa ngayon, for all the pet parents out there, hindi nyo kailangang mag-worry. Hindi kailangan. Yes.
Very informative. Thank you for that, Coach Francis. Allow me to read si JB, sumagot na rito. We're doing completely fine dito po sa Tarlac, sabi niya, Coach Francis. The people are actually following all the rules and regulations set by our mayor. At may hashtag sila, hashtag magkain sa Tarlac City. Akalain mo, di ba?
Meron ganon, di ba? Well done, Tarlaceños.
Oo, di ba? Alright, AJ Bantongsilia also watching all the way from Espanya, Manila. Ayan.
Espanya.
So, there you go. So, I think we're left with a few minutes, pero if they are still online and they have questions. Ako naman, thank you for that. Very informative. At least, napakalma kami. Ako naman dun sa why na your yung sa questions natin nga, I mean, responding to our why COVID-19, your action item. As I have mentioned earlier, I looked at it on a different perspective of, um, being mindful in terms of not overloading myself as well in terms of information. Kasi minsan, that causes a lot of us to panic. Alam mo, coach, maraming na-prepare din ako ngayon sa sa coach sa virtual or online because 2 months ago I've already an OFW client, and so because normally we do coaching face to face, but 2 months ago or 3 months ago I've started already with virtual or online coaching, and na-prepare ako. So ngayon yung mga I also do pay it forward, yung mga inquiries lang. I mean, it's good to help because in helping you get to learn, and of course darating din dyan yung earning and pay productivity after yung alam mo yun, yung konsuelo mo. But it's nice that people are reaching out to us, and yung kasi anxiety alam mo yun, coach, pag ang daming masyadong dumarating sa'yo na you are not prepared, it can cause you anxiety and your difficulty to breathe.
So palagay ba tumataas yan ngayon? Yung anxiety cases?
Yes, because you are not certain. There's no certainty if everything, quarantine ba tayo, di ba? May mga lumalabas naman ako, aabot tayo ng 6 months, 5 months. So if there are clients approaching me or asking me like that, coach, what I am telling them right away is don't magnify it. Kasi right now, 1 month pa lang tayo. So in 1 month, how are you preparing yourself? What are the things that you're doing? So instead of asking questions na magpapatakot sa'yo, why not ask yourself, how can I contribute to myself? What can I do for the community? How can I keep myself also how can I keep myself mentally positive, mentally productive, na hindi ako nadadala sa mga ganyan. So if you know na parang medyo nabibigatan ka, you can distantiate or you can detox from the social media, yung ganon, para hindi ka overwhelmed. And just inhale, exhale. Take things one at a time, and this too shall pass.
All right. So Coach Ellen, how do they get in touch with you?
Thank you, Coach Francis, for this opportunity. For dog lovers, fur lovers out there, if you think that you want to transform yourself to the best version of yourself, and at the same time, be significant not just to your family, not just to the community, but also be significant to yourself. Meaning, you have self-actualization and self-realization, and of course, having that right mindset and attitude of believing yourself and having an impact to others. You need to be, and if you want to be coach and you see yourself, in your heart needs to be coach, you can message me directly, Ellen Perez Life. My Facebook page is Ellen Perez Life Coach. You can also message me at perezauellen@gmail.com. That's perezauellen@gmail.com, or my Facebook page, Ellen Perez Life Coach. Ayan.
There you go. Siguro, para sa akin naman, closing remark is, let's take this opportunity na lang siguro to spend time with the family, with your dogs. Again, your dogs are loving every minute na nasa bahay kayo, lalo na wala naman tayong trabaho. These are trying times for everybody. Walang income, umaasa sa gobyerno, karamihan. Sa mga iba naman, hindi makalabas. So, a lot of restrictions, and maybe at some point, kakailanganin namin yung tulong mo, no? Coach Ellen, mga life coach tulad mo. Kasi it's so
Yes.
hard talaga, no? Siguro, how do we get back up to our feet after this? So, each case is different. So, ganun din naman sa dogs, no? Siguro ang iniisip ko na lang is, every time I look at my dogs, what are they thinking? Pumapasok sa isip ko, what are they thinking? What makes them so happy every day? No? As soon as ang pagkagising mo, nandoon sila, their tails are wagging, their tongues are out, they're willing to interact, always ready for the day. Maybe let's just live like our dogs na lang muna. Na we're looking forward every time na kasama natin yung mga mahal natin sa buhay. And let's just live each day as if it was our last. Kasi you'd never know, di ba? If it's really your last day here on earth. So let's just think the way our dogs think, living our life each day, one moment at a time.
Very
Tama
well
ba?
said. Thank you so much. Allow me to mention lang quickly, Coach, also, if you know anyone or if your community know any frontliners or health workers, to my best of ability, I'm giving a free life coaching for any health workers or frontliners. It's free. Just message me on my Facebook page, Ellen Perez Life Coach, or perezauellen@gmail.com. And yeah, it's my paid forward. They're also experiencing difficulties, challenges. They need to be understood. They need to be heard. So I'm extending help of free life coaching to the frontliners.
All right.
So yon. And one last thing, as you have mentioned, after I just want to impart to everyone, to all your viewers, in every crisis, in any challenges, whether this is COVID-19 and any trials of our life, don't forget, after crisis, you can always smile. S is for self actualization and realization. M is for meditation. I is for interaction and isolation, because sometimes you need to isolate, you need to also to interact. L is for loving your community, loving your family, loving yourself. And E is always for elevating for transformation. So there's always a reason to smile after any crisis.
Right.
Thank you, Dr. Coach Francis.
Right, so hopefully we can do this again. Meron mga ibang tanong sa akin na we don't have time for that. Pero we'll probably go on live again, maybe with another episode with Coach Allen. We'll try to reach out with other professionals as well. And then maybe add more people into our discussions going forward. This is something that we are really excited to do. And we hope to do it again. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you also. Thank you for our viewers. Have a good night. And
have a good night.
Keep safe. Wash your hands and stay home. Bye.
All right. Bye, everybody. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.